Good day, everybody. This is Yin Yang in California with Morsels of a Thought number 1561. Today, I am starting a book called Brain Rescue, a 90-day blueprint on a 90-day blueprint to reclaim your memory after a brain injury or concussion. Wow. About the author. Let's read this part first. Brain Rescue is a life-changing guide packed with cutting-edge neuroscience. It's a beacon of hope, says John Assaraf, two-time New York Times best-selling author. And I am here with Morsels of a Thought number 1561. I have come this many consecutive days, either in the mornings or at some point in the day, to make your life happier and to give you a great day. Hopefully, to give you knowledge, morsels of a thought that will prevent you from hitting pitfalls and that will give you something to think about. All right, you are not defined by what happens to you, but by how you respond to life's inevitable challenges, says Dr. Brody Miller. After being brutally assaulted outside a nightclub 11 years ago, which led to severe memory loss, brain surgery, and epileptic seizures, Dr. Brody miraculously made a full recovery. He went from being an addicted college dropout with a criminal record to obtaining his PhD in 2024. He now dedicates all his days to researching, teaching, and understanding the mysteries of the brain. More importantly, Dr. Miller now helps thousands of people from around the world improve their memory and eliminate brain fog. Good morning, everybody, by the way. Good day, everybody, by the way. John Clark, Rocio Miller, Dr. Brody Miller, everybody who is here, and everybody who comes to the replay. When I point right, it's up to my right, the replay. Yeah, okay. There. It doesn't show that way to me, but if you don't see this red button up here, it means you're on the replay. And back to the book. Brain Rescue is much more than a simple how-to recover book, but a blueprint to follow, born out of years of blood, sweat, tears, and suffering. Brain Rescue will help you identify why your memory isn't as sharp as it used to be, educate you on the empowering science of neuroplasticity and how you can use it to your advantage. Brain Rescue will help give you a personalized plan to improve your memory and ability to retain information. Brain Rescue will help you overcome limiting beliefs around your memory, and Brain Rescue will help you turn your setback into a major comeback. About the author. This is a picture of him. If I can get it up here, it's good to hear. I'm going to read you this section. Dr. Brody is determined to share the ideas that worked for him in both building and living a life based on a greater purpose after his years of extreme adversity. His hope is you can accomplish the same results for yourself. And for Instagram, you go to at DRBRODYMILLER. So ISBN 979-831-070-7597. Okay, write that one down. And it would be an honor to read Morsels of a Thought. Brain Rescue, a 90-day blueprint to reclaim your memory after a brain injury or concussion. Start your recovery journey today. Dr. Brody Miller, PhD. Yin Yang, wishing you a blessed 2025. Let's connect, Dr. Brody. Praise for Dr. Brody and Brain Rescue. Best-selling author John Assaraf says, oh, I already read this part. Brain Rescue is a life-changing guide for anyone recovering from brain trauma. Packed with cutting-edge neuroscience, it's a beacon of hope that empowers readers to reclaim their health and their future. So, and then best-selling author says, Sir Marco Robinson, #1 best-selling author and top top number 2 Netflix producer, says, there are no coincidences in life, and when I met Dr. Brody Miller, I found him to be extremely humble and extremely courageous in discovering his life story. What he has done is simply extraordinary. I have never seen an individual in such despair facing the abyss and finality of his existence into transforming into a tour de force in serving the brain injury community. I have seen him save lives literally in front of my eyes, which still astounds me. Yet I am not surprised by the outreach from elite sports people who seek his unique skills. Yet it is not the rich and famous that he has the greatest impact. It is the fallen human being who has left themselves for dead. He brings them back to life, and for that we should have the utmost gratitude he has written in this book. And for that, we should have the utmost gratitude he has written in this book. This is his incredible work. His book is astonishingly useful and practical in the recovery of the human mind, no matter what the circumstances. Kudos. And this was Sir Marco Robinson, #1 best-selling author and top #2 Netflix producer. Okay, so the next part is written by Patrick K. Porter, PhD author, inventor of BrainTap, Dean of Brain-Based Medicine at Quantum University. Dr. Brody Miller's Brain Rescue is a transformative guide for anyone seeking to reclaim their cognitive health and unlock the healing power of neuroplasticity. This book is an exceptional blend of science, personal triumph, and actionable tools that will leave readers inspired and empowered. With its clear, relatable narrative and practical advice, Brain Rescue deserves every one of its 5 stars. Dr. Miller's story is as gripping as it is inspiring. From his personal battles with brain injury, addiction, and devastating life choices, he emerges as a beacon of hope, proving that the brain can heal itself. He writes, recovering from a brain injury is truly like one big scattered puzzle. You have to slowly put the pieces back together. This vulnerability invites readers to see their own struggles as surmountable challenges, not insurmountable obstacles. The heart of Brain Rescue lies in its exploration of neuroplasticity. Dr. Miller explains this complex concept in simple terms, describing it as the ability of the brain and nervous system to change, heal, and adapt in response to our deepest beliefs, thoughts, emotions, actions, behaviors, and habits. This forms the foundation for the book's practical strategies, making it not just a compelling read, but a manual for self-improvement. What truly sets Brain Rescue apart is its actionable content, from tools for enhancing memory and combating brain fog to strategies for managing emotional triggers. Every chapter brims with advice readers can implement Immediately. For example, in the chapter on memory recovery, Dr. Miller introduces exercises that simplify daily challenges, proving that, quote, it isn't as difficult or complicated as you think as long as you are willing to put in the time and effort, end quote. The book's emotional resonance is also a highlight. Dr. Miller's reflections on his darkest moments, such as his struggles with self worth and his physical health, are balanced with stories of resilience and hope. He urges readers to embrace change, writing, quote, the ability to make different choices from yesterday is what separates us from the rest of the animal kingdom. Choose wisely, change your choices, change your brain, change your energy, change your life, end quote. Brain Rescue is not just a book, it's a call to action. Whether you're recovering from an injury, dealing with chronic stress, or simply striving for a sharper mind, this book provides the tools and inspiration needed to succeed. Its blend of personal anecdotes, scientific grounding, and practical advice ensures it will remain a go-to resource for readers long after they've turned the last page. If you're ready to take control of your brain health and transform your life, Dr. Miller's Brain Rescue is the perfect guide. This is more than a book, it's a lifeline packed with hope and solutions for a brighter, healthier future. And this was Patrick K. Porter, PhD, author, inventor of BrainTap, and Dean of Brain-Based Medicine at Quantum University. The next part is by Jorge Quintero, NASMPT engineer and future clinical neuroscientist. He says, Dr. Brody pulls out all the tricks from under his sleeves to help brain injury survivors. He provides his readers with powerful strategies, techniques, and exercises backed by science to recover and overcome their struggles right now. The best part about the book is knowing Dr. Brody's brain injury story and realizing that he has led by example. You have so much to gain by reading his wisdom and applying the principles in this book. I highly recommend it to any TBI victim. And this was Jorge, Jorge, Quintero, Quintero, NASMPT. I think that's a physical therapist, engineer, and future clinical neuroscientist. The next part is written by Dr. Roman Velasquez, CEO of NeuroPeak Performance, who says Dr. Brody Miller is a maverick when it comes to simplifying the complexities of the human brain and putting the neuropuzzle pieces into fun and challenging strategies. A brilliant mind. That was Dr. Roman Velasquez, CEO of NeuroPeak Performance. This next These are getting shorter and shorter. This next one is by Elizabeth Dimevska. Dime, Dime, Elizabeth Dimevska. 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 Elizabeth with a Z. She's an entrepreneur, courage catalyst, and energy activator coach. She says, couldn't put it down. That was Elizabeth Dimevska. Entrepreneur, courage catalyst, and energy activator coach. The last one is by Kevin Blaster, Cavin Blaster, brain injury survivor and thriver CEO of How to Feed a Brain. Feed a Brain, hyphenated. The information in this book can help set a solid foundation for those recovering from brain injury and concussion, MTBI. MTBI. Kevin Belaster, brain injury survivor and thriver CEO of How to Feed a Brain. Okay, so Dr. Brody Miller, 2025. Copyright, all rights reserved. No portion of this book or audiobook may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form by any means, electronic, mechanical, photocopying, recording, scanning, or otherwise, without the prior written permission of the author or publisher, except for brief quotations used in critical reviews or scholarly articles. The author, Dr. Brody Miller, asserts their moral right to be identified as the creator of this work in accordance with applicable intellectual property laws, including Sections 77 and 78 of the Copyright Designs and Patents Act 1988. All rights reserved. Unauthorized reproduction, distribution, or use of this material in any form is strictly prohibited and may result in legal action. Disclaimer. The information provided in this book on Dr. Brody Miller or on affiliated websites is intended for informational and educational purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Readers should not use the information contained in this book or on affiliated websites to diagnose or treat any medical condition or health concern. Always seek the advice of a licensed healthcare professional regarding any medical condition or symptoms that require diagnosis or treatment. Never disregard professional medical advice or delay seeking it because of information presented in this book or on affiliated websites. By using this book or associated websites, you acknowledge and agree that neither the author, Dr. Brody Miller, nor any affiliates, partners, or publishers are liable for any outcomes resulting from the application of the information provided. This includes, but is not limited to, direct, indirect, incidental, or consequential harm or damages. No representations or warranties, express or implied, are made regarding the accuracy, completeness, or applicability of the information contained in this book or affiliated websites to your individual circumstances. Use of this material is at your own risk. ISBN 97, I repeat that, 979-831-0707597. Cover design by Yasir Nadim. Yasir. Nadim is Nadeem. So, dedicated to my amazing wife. Sorry, I met Rocio. I met the wife. She is the one who got me the book. Dedicated to my amazing wife, Rocio, mi pajarita más bonita del mundo. Thank you deeply for believing in me when I didn't yet believe in myself. To my loving parents, Lori and Tom Miller, Thom Miller, thank you for your unwavering support, standing by me, never giving up through all of the dark storms we have faced and overcome. To all my friends and family members, I love y'all. To the reader, your recovery process is not always going to be an easy process. There will be many highs and lows. Like most people, you also have questions and doubts. I encourage you to give yourself lots of patience and compassion. Trust in the process and the incredible ability of the brain to get better over time. Wow. This is a nice set of dedications. And then here's um I'll I'll read the contents. Who is this book for? Introduction. Chapter 1, Rewiring the Broken Circuit. Chapter 2, The Irony of Head Injury. Chapter 3, Starting Your Recovery Journey. Chapter 4, The First Pillar. R is for REFOCUS, refocus. Chapter 5, The Second Pillar. E is for Engage, ENGAGE. Chapter 6, the third pillar, B is for brain, BRAIN. Chapter 7, the fourth pillar, O is for optimize, OPTIMIZE. Chapter 8, the fifth pillar, U is for unleash, UNLEASH. Chapter 9, the sixth pillar, N is for nexus, NEXUS. Chapter 10, the seventh pillar, D is for dedicate, DEDICATE. Chapter 11, brain injury warriors, stories of hope. Afterward, bonus chapter, citations, and about the author. Who is this book for? I'll admit, writing this is emotional for me. Let's see about the author too. Okay, I'm gonna read about the author as well. Should I do it now? Okay, about the author. And then I'll go back to who is this book for. Okay. About the author, Dr. Brody Miller, PhD, is one of the leading brain rehabilitation experts in the world and the founder of a global 226,000 strong healing community that is still growing. Dr. Brody's own story is one of significant struggles with brain health. A few years after a severe traumatic brain injury, neurosurgeons removed a bloody cavernous malformation in Brody's brain that was causing him to have grand mal seizures. At this time, Brody was deeply tormented by the wounds from his past, and in his own words, he was once a walking disaster. This painful journey led him to recover neuroplasticity and the brain's this painful journey led him to discover neuroplasticity and the brain's the incredible ability to heal itself. At the heart of Dr. Brody's work is the REBOUND method, a holistic, natural approach to brain healing that empowers patients to rewire their brains without risky surgeries or harmful medications. When Brody's not crafting new mind gym exercises or helping others on their brain health healing journey, he can be found exercising, meditating in nature, reading, and traveling the world. Dr. Brody absolutely loves animals, especially dogs. Brody lives in a majestic mountain town near Denver, USA, with his loving wife, Rocio, and big black brown rescue dog, Heart. Dr. Brody Miller's overall mission is simple yet profound: to help empower brain recovery warriors to rewrite their stories, push past their limits, and ultimately become their own doctor. Take the next step in your recovery. This would be at the end of the book. I'm going to read again later at the end of the book. Follow Dr. Brody on Instagram and other social media channels at DRBRODYMILLER. Watch his educational videos on YouTube, https://www.youtube.com/at DRBRODYMILLER. Explore free resources and learn more. Insert authority funnel link. Also, absolutely make sure to sign up to my VIP email list to get exclusive early access and huge discounts on upcoming offers by going to www.dr-bro.com/VIP brain rescue or scanning the QR code below. Now, VIP brain rescue was all one word. So I'll show you this code before I read who is this book for. I'll see if this code can, I can't see over the book. Okay, let's see if we can get this code right up here. Okay, and about who is this book for? I'll admit, says Brody Miller. I'll admit, writing this is emotional for me. This book is for a version of myself I will never forget. Speaking to the version that desperately needed love and didn't yet believe in his ability to heal. I was committed to getting better, but I didn't know how to build momentum. If you're reading this, you might feel that same sense of confusion, frustration, or fear right now. I have been there. A quick heads up, some parts of this book might be hard to hear or seem rather offensive. Okay, so what we will do is we will continue with who is this book for, and then the introduction next week on Friday, and then chapter 1, Rewiring the Broken Circuit, the Beginner's Guide to Memory Recovery. This is Brain Rescue, a 90-day blueprint uh, um, to reclaim your memory after a brain injury or concussion. So this is I tried to make a copy of these, but my filtered out the black, so it's different. Sorry. um Maybe I need another copy of the book. Yeah, it's okay. All right, so I will talk to you again later. See you tomorrow. I will talk about that old Kinderhook guy, the congressman who wanted to make sure everything was right. Okay, old Kinderhook. Bye bye.